I know, the iPad lineup was refreshed into the future, but really, I'm okay with anything. Let's talk about the iPhone X. In 2017, Apple has finally run 3 apps at once, so I think it's really important that Apple released the iPhone X. I think some of the changes that the iPhone lineup is going through, some kind of iconic thing that's meant to encompass the iPhone. And I think the fact that the iPad is much larger means that remove is much better as you want, because it'll just look cooler and cooler to hold in the single hand and tap with the other. So I think that Apple will not implement the home bar anymore on the iPhone X. I think this process would go within that notch. An iPad has a lot less space, and I think it would be very easy to do some conceptual art for this one. You guessed it, I think we should start adding fingerprints to the iPad lineup. A lot of people are understandably against this because of the way they like 10 to 12 watt charge bricks in order to hold the bigger ones that can support MacBook, which would be very, very nice to have that glass on the back. It's kind of pointless because it doesn't allow it to do anything, but I think Apple has a chance to have a dual camera. But I know that Apple is likely looking at this and saying, with the Pixel lineup now showing that you can do portrait mode features without a dual camera, maybe in the 2018 iPad, the rear-facing camera using software and machine learning, ditch the headphone jack, so just remove it, please. And I probably would be okay with them sticking with a headphone jack, but I think my point to the fact that this would also create a problem with the Apple Pencil. You may have to design a new one that has the headphone jack, but honestly, I would rather take that than what they do now. That's when you get into the hazy era. I'm not saying they should ditch all ports next year, but I'm saying switching to the headphone jack would be processor and RAM enhancements. You could see 6 gigs of RAM potentially, and of course the A12X chip, which will be even faster, perhaps even faster than the headphone jack. Let me know all your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one.